As discussed in the previous video, we wanted to find out the prism side. Now we can consider this portion of this hexagonal prism as divided into two pyramidal structure. One is this indicated by the red lines. The three red sphere form the base of the pyramid, and the blue sphere when connected constitute one pyramid. Similarly, one pyramid is inverted pyramid is here. One is this and another is this. So we can divide the total height into two separate pyramidal heights. If the total height is h, then this pyramidal height is h by 2, and that is also h by 2. So if we can calculate the h by 2 here, we can easily say what is the height of the prism, total prism. And this is the calculation here. We have extracted this pyramidal structure from the unit to here. You see here AB, this triangle is the base, and that is the blue sphere. This blue sphere is here at D, and this base, the triangular base, is this, the triangular base. Now this AB is one median of that triangle, median, that means which connects the one such vertex point to the midpoint of one arm. That is the median, and we know that there are three medians in a triangle. Suppose they intersect at point C here. This median, that median, and this median intersects at point C. Now this length is actually length between two sphere. The two sphere in reality touches each other, so this length is 2r, so that this is also 2r, and this is also 2r, this will be also 2r, so the half of this 2r is r. So actually this length is r and this length is 2r. Okay, now from right angle triangle formula we see that this AB and this one is the right angle triangle. This one is the 90 degree, that is the hypotenuse 2r, and that one is the base r. So what will be the length of this AB? Obviously root 3r, because 2r square minus r square, that is root over that is root 3 into r. So AB is actually root 3r. There is no doubt in it. Now what will be the length of AC? From geometry we know that AC will be 2/3 of the length of the median. AC will be 2/3 of the length of the median, and CB will be 1/3 of the length of the median. So AC is 2/3 and CB is 1/3. So 2/3 of root 3 into r, that is AC. Solving we get 2 by root 3 into r. So the length of AC is 2 by root 3 into r. Now we want to know the height of the pyramid, that is DC. In this picture, ADC forms this 3 point form one triangle, a right angle triangle, and this angle, ACD angle, is 90 degree. We see here. So we can again apply the formula DC square equals to AD square minus AC square. What is AD? This is AD. AD is actually 2r, so we put here 4r square, and AC is 2 by root 3 into r, so this is 4 by 3 into r square. So solving this we get DC square equals to 8 by 3 into r square. So DC will be root over of 8 by 3 into r. So actually DC is what? DC is h by 2. This one is h by 2. So total h will be 2 into h by 2, that is 2 into root over 8 by 3 into r. So thus we get the height of the prism. If we put this height in our previous formula of Bragg fraction, we have got the number of particles 6, we have got the volume of the particle 4/3 pi r cube, we have got the area of the triangle 6 multiplied by root 3 r square. Now we get the height of the hexagonal unit cell, that is 2 into root over 8 by 3 into r. Now multiplied by 100 gives us, after calculation, 73.96%, approximately 74%. This is the packing efficiency of hexagonal close packed structure. Okay, so hexagonal close packed structure has this kind of packing efficiency. An example of hexagonal close packing is zinc metal. You see here, in zinc metal the unit cell is shown here. Alpha 90 degree, this one alpha, and gamma is 120 degree, alpha is equal to beta equal to 90 degree, A equal to B, this A equal to B equal to 266.49 picometer. How much is picometer? 10 to the power minus 12 meter. And C is 494.68 picometer. This one is the structure of zinc metal. The zinc metal appears in 3 dimension as hexagonal close packed structure. Okay. In the next video we shall discuss about holes or voids.